Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Rhythmic Gymnastics, guys. It's been such a long time. Our last video was literally the European Championships, and that was Thanksgiving weekend for all of you in the US. So it's
4
been almost
months.
4 months. We had
Yeah,
December.
November, December, January, February.
Oh, well, 4 different months, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been so long. I have missed you. My name is Mikey Tongko-woodruff, for those of you who have subscribed to this channel. And joining me tonight is my best friend all the way in California.
Hey, I'm David Mayetta. Nice to see everybody. Well,
Yes.
nice to connect with everybody.
Yes, nice to connect with everybody. And also, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
And
Happy New Year.
Happy Valentine's Day. And what's coming up next? St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget that we love you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here, this weekend was the Moscow RG tournament, which was kind of amazing to have some kind of international tournament that was not online and to have some actual gymnasts. I got to tell you though, I was kind of disappointed to see a lot of the coaches still wearing their masks like below their noses. I'm like, come on, y'all. It's a year in the pandemic, and y'all should know how to wear your masks correctly. But it's okay. We had a new tournament. It was good, and some exciting new highlights from it. Did you see? Did you get a chance to watch Stiliana Nikolova in any of it? She's a senior gymnast now, but
senior gymnast. I know.
she still hasn't really grown much since the European Championships. I think she's still like 4'10". So, and she looks it too. She still looks 12, but she's so adorable. Our US girl who's now competing for Romania, Annalisa Dragan, is also now a senior. She competed in the seniors. Both, I think, were in the top 10, ended up in the top 10. Stiliana may have ended up 11th or so. She was like right on the bubble, but yeah, it's hard to make that transition from juniors to seniors in like a span of what 2-3 months. So
Really
yeah,
quick. I know.
yeah, and you have to get adjusted from a 5 meter ribbon to a 6 meter ribbon, and I'm telling you that extra 3.3 feet makes such a difference in everything.
I mean, can we talk about Daria Sergeyeva, please?
Yes.
She was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
I feel like it was just yesterday we were listening to her routine to Ghostbusters, and now she's like an adult.
I know. Yes,
like,
she looks so mature now, and she ended up winning the seniors for the International Moscow tournament. So fierce. Yes. Yes.
She's so quick, and all of her elements connect, and
yeah.
she like. I can't even see her thinking. You know, some gymnasts, you know, they're okay. We've won silver, we're now.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
her is, I mean,
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and baby girl doesn't have the 2 buns anymore, the panda buns.
I know.
She is a full-blown woman now.
Yeah, it was cool to see Simakova as a receiver too.
Who?
Simakova.
Oh yes. So, actually, let me just share my screen with y'all. We'll look at the results of the international tournament. So, in Moscow, there were 2 tournaments going on. Basically, it was the International Moscow tournament and then the Grand Prix Moscow tournament. So, I guess the senior A gymnasts all competed in the Moscow Grand Prix, and then the senior B gymnasts all competed in the Moscow International. So let me share that part of the screen so we can look.
Can I take a second to make a shout out to Curious About RG?
Yes.
Averina to Tokyo.
Okay.
On an Averina Twins fan, and of course Sam RG.
Oh, Sam.
And Rhythmic is everything.
Yes.
They have all the news even before
it's
on YouTube.
Yes.
It's like I don't know
right?
how you guys do it, but thank you for doing it because
Yeah,
I literally just go to your pages when I want to get updated. Yeah.
absolutely. Yes. And
Lena who?
also,
What?
also to
Yeah.
Rhythmic Gymnastics News on Tumblr, whoever you are, says you're an ex-rhythmic gymnast. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, so this is where I'm getting all of the results and the information up because it was uploaded before. This is like they they were doing like right to the minute results posting. So this is amazing. This is the Moscow Grand Prix final results. So Dina Averina and Arina were both first and second, and Lala Kramarenko sneaking in there for that third spot. While watching the tournament, I thought Ekaterina Selezneva was going to be third, but then something happened. I didn't get to see all of the all around, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Let's see why she ended up only in sixth. She's world hoop champion. She is the reigning world hoop champion, and she is sixth in the all around in the Moscow Grand Prix. But also, can we talk about the surge of Borjana Kalane from Bulgaria?
Oh yeah.
Baby girl's doing amazing. She is looking fabulous. She is in shape.
Those
And
turns, those
yes,
fouettes.
well, like all Bulgarians, those girls can turn. I don't know what it is in their training. I don't know if it's just like they have such a good foundation with their pivots, but they have such control. It all started with what Bianca Panova and Adriana Dinovska back in the 80s. They had some amazing turns. And then Maria Petrova in the mid 90s was known for her turns as well. So, yes, so those are the results of the Moscow Grand Prix. But if we scroll up, we see the International Tournament of Moscow, and our girl Daria Sargaeva is in first. She won the all around, and rightfully so. She definitely deserved it. I think she had a little mistake in the ribbon, if I remember correctly, but not enough to deter her from that first place. And Nina Anenkova, um, if everybody remembers her, she was the 2014 Youth Olympic Games champion when Laura Zhang from the US won the bronze medal in 2014. That just seems like yesterday. I can't believe that, it's 7 years ago? Or, yeah, that's 7 years ago. That's nuts.
I was really surprised to see Daria Trupnikova in seventh. I thought she was gonna
Yes.
win. I
Yeah,
really
I
did think
know.
after the Youth Olympics.
Yeah.
Um, and then I thought I love Bobedushkina,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but her hoop went flying into outer
Yeah.
space, so she had to get a new one.
Oh,
Um, I know, but
yeah.
there were some great. Okay, so if you can clarify, this international tournament Moscow is basically the Group B gymnasts.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So
got it.
the Russian Group B gymnasts, not necessarily like all the countries are sending their Group B gymnasts to to the international tournament. It just depends on like the depth of each country. Russia has so many good ones that they had a Group B. So
Was there any official statement of why Ukraine and Belarus didn't send their tops?
I think the same reason why Russia didn't go to the Europeans. Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
mhm,
Yep. And
okay,
apparently, I think right now, Nikolchenko is taking a break for
yeah.
like her mental health or so.
Really?
Yeah. There was a video that came out a month ago with Lena Krupina's page talking about it. So I'll link that over to you. But yeah, seeing here still Yana Nikolova was in 11th, and Annalisa Dragan from Romania was in 9th, and yeah, Tashkent Bayeva in 8th. So I think with the Olympics coming around the corner and seeing Arena Averina kind of being super inconsistent, we'll have to see if she ends up making that Olympic team, or she may end up making that trip to Tokyo, but like have some kind of injury a week before. Because, Wiener did that in 2012 with Alexandra Merkulova. and put Daria Dimitrieva in there. So we'll see what happens with her.
Because she had a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question. My question is, so Dina, she's still not doing any back flexibility because her back was injured.
Yeah.
So my question is, how is it possible that she can still have the same difficulty but without back flexibility elements? Is it just
I
not
know.
necessary? Because if that's the case, I'm coming to the next Grand Prix
Right.
and I am gonna serve.
David is serving. Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I think just the way the difficulty score is built up, there's not so much emphasis on like how many times can you stick your foot inside your mouth kind of thing.
Right.
So with the combination of the apparatus difficulty, because Dina Averina is very consistent with her apparatus difficulty. She just doesn't like miss. So I think that's what she has going for her. We'll see once she's pitted against Linoy Ashram how the difference in their scores will be. Speaking of massive scores, oh my gosh, did you see Russia's 5-ball score in the all around? A 43.5.
I mean,
like, that's almost
so.
Yeah, that's nuts.
These scores aren't really supposed to be taken literal, right?
Well, since it's kind of an international tournament, it kind of is. But yeah, well, once we put it in a European championship or world championship level, yeah, that score will probably be considerably lower. But
43, really?
Yeah, and remember when we had the Deryugina Cup back in September, and the Ukrainian scored a 36, and I was like, whoa! And now we see a 43 a few months later. Yeah, it's nuts. But
I did get to see. The main thing I noticed was a lot of people. They got kind of sharper with their skills.
Mm-hmm.
They added some new skills, but you could see that people haven't been competing because they made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I think like you could just kind of tell people weren't used to the competition season. So
yeah, and probably with lockdown and everything, the girls have been training in small spaces, like AKA their rooms or their backyards, and they're just not used to all of the space that they have in a competition setting. So yeah.
I have a very important question that is not related to the Grand Prix.
Okay.
So this is a very serious question. Now we have Salos, Harnasko, and Halkina.
Yeah.
So what is going to happen here? What is the prediction? Because
it depends on how well Halkina recovers from her injuries and how consistently they'll perform. If we see like Salos completely dominating, like if they put Halkina and Salos in a Grand Prix or something, and Salos is like consistently beating Halkina, we'll probably see her on the Olympic team. I know that Halkina was a 2016 Olympian, but she has been not that consistent. And even 2019 World Championships, I know you love her so much, but with Harnashko doing so amazingly, she almost became European champion. That spot is basically locked for her. But we'll see. Anything can happen between now and July.
Okay.
I know. I want to be proven wrong because I love seeing like these Cinderella stories of seeing the underdog who she hasn't been on the radar much. So
who is the underdog? Halkina?
Halkina, yeah. Because with Salos and Harnashko being the prominent Belarusian girls right now, they're the ones in the public eye. I really want to see Halkina like just kick butt all the way through. And I would love to see her medal at European Championships and all of the Grand Prix and like solidify that spot for Belarus. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because
do you remember like during her ball routine at the 2019 Worlds, girl had to run for it. And then something happened with her ribbon after the cameraman stepped on it. And then I don't know what happened, if there was like a knot or something, but she just like gave up on that ribbon and grabbed the spare apparatus, which caused her to like completely fall out of the top 10. So
she didn't like the color. She wanted to change real quick.
She wanted to go to the pink one. Yeah.
It was an artistic decision that she made on the spot. She didn't like
10 seconds into the routine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say a very bold statement.
Yeah.
But some gymnasts, it just looks like they're doing elements.
Mm.
And then some gymnasts, they're actually like they are telling a story, and I don't know how is just one of those people where it's like you kind of forget it's a competition. You kind of forget it's you know. So I thought that Yana was like that as well, where you're like you just kind of forget that.
Yeah. Kudryatova.
Being supported. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Believe me, when Hakino won the bronze medal in clubs at the 2018 Worlds with her Memoirs of a Geisha routine, I like almost started crying because she hadn't won a medal at Worlds before, and she kicked butt. She did so amazing. So,
yeah, she earned that Shot sponsorship.
Yeah, she did. Absolutely. She did. With her Sasaki looking clubs.
I know. She's like, I am not doing any more water commercials. Yeah. I'm sponsored.
For that Bon Aqua.
That was a beautiful commercial.
It is. Yes. Well, shall we talk about the Moscow Grand Prix? And like, speaking of, we were talking about Nikolchenko and taking a break for mental health, but yeah, let's talk about Alexandra Soldatova. And let's just enjoy the routine. So great to see her after dealing with bulimia and like so many other, like, and not really like the mental stress of competing and being part of the Russian team. And she's been through so much. It was nice to see her just perform an exhibition during the opening ceremonies to a ball routine that Almudena said used back, I think, in the early 2000s. So it brought back all those memories as well. But yeah, seeing her smiling and seeing her just like enjoying performing out on the carpet. So let's just watch that routine and admire it.
Выступлением этап
skating to music,
этап Гран-при в Москве.
Performing to music from Secret Garden. Yeah, that smile right at the beginning. Doesn't just that make you melt? And it's just great to see her not having to worry about elements and just performing.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Full expression.
No interruption penalties.
Yes. Not having to worry about what the judges are going to calculate.
I love this part.
Yes. Oh, that was so beautiful. And it looked like she said
Ну,
спасибо.
небольшой спойлер, давайте сразу
the end,
скажу. Обязательно вообще смотрите и слушайте
So great to
репортажи и
see her
смотрите, опять же,
smiling and
трансляцию.
not look stressed.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. And I just wish though that the audience was a little bit more enthusiastic. Baby girl has gone through so much in like the past.
What, they didn't say anything, or they
Well,
didn't cheer?
they cheered. You could hear it, but it was like a lukewarm applause. If I would have been in the audience, I would have been yelling and screaming and like, you know how the Italians are just like with their blowhorns and their noisemakers. That's what I was expecting or wanting for her. But yeah, it's great to see her looking like, you know, she can express herself. She doesn't have to worry about what the judges are thinking, what Arena Wiener's thinking, or there's no fear in her eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was great to see that. So that was a definite highlight for me, for us, for all of us in the world during the Moscow tournament. But going on to the actual competition, so let's talk about the Moscow International side of it and not the Grand Prix side. And let's look at Styliana Nikolova with the extra 3 feet and 3 inches of ribbon that she's got to deal with now that she's a senior gymnast, but still hasn't grown yet. And I'm so glad that she kept this routine. But yeah, it's great to kind of see those coaches wearing their masks correctly.
How old is she now?
She's still 15, but she looks way younger than that. And yeah,
they have to use senior ribbons when they're that age. They can't use junior ribbons no matter their size.
If you're competing in seniors, you have to use the senior ribbon. Yeah, and girl's got a lot of ribbon to work with, but she held her own. She did great.
You know, watching those juniors, sometimes the clubs, they look so huge on
Yeah. Yup.
It's a beautiful ribbon color.
Yes, and it just flows so beautifully. Yes, that was so controlled. This was the only problem because there was some dead ribbon right there. But her turns are so good. And then a little bit of dead ribbon.
I liked how they filmed this because you can really see how high all the apparatus is.
Yes. She's good. She is the cutest gymnast on earth.
I was not doing that when I was 15. Beautiful.
Yeah. And she is let's just look at this turn right here. So controlled. She's not falling out of it. And this, another one.
Gorgeous.
if you can't already tell, she's definitely one of my favorites. Even during the Europeans, she had me at Megan Trainor when she was using that for her ball routine. Yeah.
The jazzy version?
Yes, the jazzy version of All About That Bass. But now let's talk about your girl, Daria Sergeyeva, which she's grown up so much since her Ghostbusters routine. Her Ghostbusters routine.
Fierce. I mean, she's really fierce.
Yes. So Daria Sergeyeva and her clubs routine, which is so fierce. She's grown up so much, and she's a senior gymnast now. She looks
K-pop realness.
Yes.
I mean, just because her mom is a coach doesn't mean I'm going to discredit her. So.
Oh, look at that. Eye makeup. So fierce. Yes.
She has a very interesting position when she's in attitude in her turns.
Yes. Because it's kind of to her side. It's not behind her.
Yeah. And she has interesting dance moves.
I love this costume on her. She looks so mature in it. Yes. That dance sequence right there. Perfect for K-pop. Yes. And yeah, she just keeps the clubs moving, and like you said, it doesn't look like she's thinking. She's just flowing. She's flowing.
She's like, what do I want to wear tomorrow?
Yeah.
What am I doing tomorrow? Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think is the goal of gymnastics, is to make it look easy. Oh, and this catch at the end. Is that a miss?
Huh?
Is that considered a miss at the end?
Let's look at it. Let's look at it closely. Because it went by so fast. I'm willing to watch it again. All of it. Nope. It's definitely a trap. A trap with the other club.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, she's amazing. I'm so glad she won that tournament. And deservedly so.
She's coming up.
Yes. So, yeah, Arina Averina.
Yeah.
Watch out, girl, because Lala Kramarenko is coming for you, and Daria Sargaeva is coming.
Dude, Lala's something else.
Yeah, she is looking amazing.
I don't know why. I mean, why do you think she didn't score more than the Averinas?
Well, I think in the judges' eyes, she hasn't paid her dues yet, like the Averina twins have. So I know. I
hate this sport.
I know. This is what, her second season as a senior? Yeah. I mean, because she was a senior last year. So yeah, she hasn't paid her dues yet. So that's that extra bump in the artistic score that you get.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I know.
No.
That bun, though, it was a little unstable. It was a little unstable.
I thought it was a ponytail. I thought she was.
I know what was happening. I thought it was just gonna.
It was just like off. Yeah, because it reminded me of back in 2003 when Anna Basanova was going for a ponytail, and it was a super high short ponytail, and that's what it was. It looked like it was just flopping around, but yeah, she's on the up and up, and yeah, I have no complaints about any of her routines. No. How about you?
Flamenco?
Yeah.
No, she's fierce. She's fierce.
Yeah. And with that, everybody, we just want to say thank you for joining us this wonderful evening as talking about the Moscow International. But next week, we'll be talking about the actual Moscow Grand Prix and talk about the Avarinas and Lala Kramarenko and, yeah, the Grand Prix tournament. So
we need to get a little bit more gossip from our inside sources before we make the video.
Yes, absolutely. That's why David's hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
Secrets, I know.
Mine's a little short now.
Stop trying to make fetch work, Gretchen.
I know, seriously. Fetch is never going to happen. But thank you, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for episode 6 next week. Love you all. Have a wonderful week. And don't forget to comment about the Moscow International Tournament and how you feel about these.
And who was your favorite gymnast? I want to know.
Absolutely. And we'll take a look at it.
Special shout out to Paulina Murasko, was amazing.
Yes.
Estonia. Yeah.
And actually, we'll talk about the Estonian group as well next week because they are using a piece of music for their hoops and clubs routine, which is one of my favorites from Eurovision last year, which Eurovision did not happen. So I'm glad that they used it and it's making an appearance. Anyway, love you all. Have a wonderful day.